Hello, everybody. My name is Kolawole, and I'll be streaming live to you. I'll be working on an app that will allow everyone here to integrate PayStack into their Ionic app. PayStack is a very good product, quite very nice for dealing with payment integration. Right, if you go right into the homepage and check what they do. They're like compared to basically does what systems like Stripes and the likes of Stripes, the likes of Flutterwave, the likes of Braintree. Well, it particularly has a good very support for the African ecosystem for fintech and payment integration. And I'll be showing you how it can be utilized. It can be used for payments or transfers for identity verification and a bunch of other important aspects. And in this time and in this little tutorial I'll be working on, I'll be adding it to an Angular, Ionic Angular app. And we have, if you come down to the documentation, um, docs here under the developer dashboard, you'll be able to find it here. It has a number of libraries for Cordova, for Erlang, for Flutter, for Go, and many other applications like WordPress and the likes. But today we'll be focusing primarily on Ionic Angular. And moving here, we're able to see what's open this up in a new tab. We see how to add it to your app. So, like every other Angular setup, you would set up your you're gonna set up your program with the Ionic stats command. Let me close this. There's an error for me. So right here, let me close this too. I'm opening a new terminal right here. I didn't take time to prepare well enough. And right here, I have my terminal that where I can run the start command. So if you're starting afresh, you could, for me, I'll do my Ionic starts. I'll give it the name of the project and the blank templates, but I've already taken some time to do that. So I'll do CD right into the right program. So I CD into PayFast model right here. I keep calling it PayFast model, but actually it's PayStack. So that's my bad. PayStack model. So I'll see the into that should be Pay, but that doesn't matter at the moment. PayFast is under a different company that does that. But I will say for a fact that PayStack is a better option when you're dealing with mobile apps. I use I'll pick up my right version. I'm using latest version, legacy version. So depending on time what you just choose the right version to run your node. So I'm using a node version 14.16.1 with npm 6.14.12. So since I have that running now, I've taken some time to do my npm install. So I'm doing that during the live stream. And while that is ready to go, I've also taken time to run the install and add it to my package. So I'll be opening this up in my code of my environment of choice. And in this case, that's Visual Code. So once you have that running, I'll just run it here from the terminal. You can also run it from the terminal in here, depending on how, but that you want to run it. But that's not gonna really matter. So I'm gonna do my Ionic serve to make sure the program to start the project. So while that is on, I'll show you my package.json file. I'll be sharing the GitHub code down in the description. You can see my Angular right here, my PayStack right here, version 3.3.0. I have that installed and it should open up very soon in the browser. I'm using my browser of choice here. This is from before. So if I was to reload it, this wouldn't work properly. Let me just open up my console here and I'll just briefly explain why that is on. I'll quickly create a page right here on the home page to get everything running. So I'll get rid of this starter template and I'll just add a button here. So moving down right here, I would introduce it to the app.model and copy that and paste right here on my app.model and import it to the top here. And I also copy it. And here right here is your APK key. I'll show you where to find it within the system. So it's supposed to be on imports. Let me move everything to a new line. New line. Just down here. Oh, doesn't really matter. I add it here. Then I go to the dashboard on PayStack to get it all started, to copy the right keys. So I don't want to share my production keys just yet, so I have it saved somewhere. Let's see. Let me just log in. So let's see the test version. I wait for it to log in, and we're on the test version, and I go straight to settings. And on my settings, I have my APK key. I choose the test key right here. Copy it. Okay, the program is ready. It's ready to go. So why that's you did with that. So this is the key for testing right here. I copy that and I paste it right here. And we're good to go. Let me see how the and I'll go straight to the home page here and paste some of the code from the GitHub page. I would use, you could use a directive, you could use the Angular PayStack component, you could use the Angular PayStack directive, or in your component, you could introduce everything like this. So I think I prefer using it this way with the button. I take that, I paste it right here. Let me get rid of this, let's put in this container here. Paste it, then I go, I copy the commands, I import the necessary system to keep going. I paste it right here and I move down, select the options right here for the reference, the email, and the amount. So remember that this is in units. So if you wanted to do like 500 rands or $500 or whatever, you add an extra zero to account for the cents. But I'll just do this. Copy everything here and paste it right here. And yep, and next should be there are a couple of parameters you need to take care of. Since we're using ZAR, by default the default currency is NGN, the Nigerian Naira, but since we're using ZAR, and my company is based here in SA, and I registered with as a South African company, so I just do this. I add my ZAR and I save it. Save it all, and let's move back to the over here. Fail to compile. So let me find out what the issue is right there. Let's see. Oh, I think it's just still running. No, what will coding be without there being an error? Not working on the first time. Let's see what the issue is here. I'm not too sure, but it should be running. Okay, let me check the console here. Okay, there's an issue here on line title does not exist. Okay, so I think I just need to do my ensure it's initialized everything I use. So I think I will just come over here and see how title. Okay, let me just be sure where the issue is coming from. It's on line 25 of homepage. Line 25, payment. Okay, so I need to initialize this. Let me just put it right here. var title. Do I have to use var actually? No, I don't think so. I just go title and I save it. That should take care of the issue. It's building and it compiled successfully. And I head over here. It's reloading and should load my, yeah, so pay with PayStack. So I hit the play button and it should bring out the necessary. Okay, there's still another error, can't bind PayStack option. Okay, let's see how to fix that. It's not a known property of button. Okay, so right here, oh, all right. Okay, so let's fix that. See what's missing. Yes, everything looks good. Reference and let's see. Okay, yeah, this is where I should have copied out. Since I won't have to, yeah, I think this is a better option. Then I paste it right here. Remove this. It looks all good. And let's see what happens. If there's still any errors I may have missed along the way. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, still the same issue. Okay, so it's complaining about key, email, amount, and ref. All right, so let's me get to fixing it. Let me first format this so that everything looks good. Control A, okay, yeah, good. Okay. So I just need to make sure I'm initializing the right things. So let's see what would be a better option to get rid. Okay. Okay. Then the reference, yeah. Okay, so I will just copy reference key and I will just paste it right here. So let's use basically what do we have here and implement on init. That should fix all our issues. Paste it right here. Then implement on init. I'm gonna copy just this and put implement on init right there. Let me get rid of this. Then implement ng on init. Do I have everything right there? Oh, nope. This should do it. Hopefully. Save it all. Check if I have the right directives. Copy this out. So I'm defining everything right there from the button, so it has the references from this. So I'll take this, I paste it, then I'll copy the key from over here, which I copied earlier, and I paste it right here. And save it. Hopefully, hopefully I got it all right. Because I earlier messed around with this, so there seems to be something missing somewhere. So I'm gonna take some time to fix it just now. Okay, here we are. So it's now complaining about you can't bind key. Okay, where's my model? Yep, I have all that in the right place. Scale. So if that method doesn't work, there are other methods to do. So I've tried this. Now I think I should just try, let's see. Probably this, if I add it as the whole, I use this option instead as a PayStack component. I think that will solve the issue because it's already, I don't need to worry about defining it. So I will just block this right here. See, this is live, we're live. Yes, I feel like this is a solution. Then I've done this already. I've done this and I've done all this. Let's see. I can just wait for this to work. Let's see what it's complaining about. I might have to like rerun my npm install if it keeps complaining. So I'm gonna rerun my npm install. It might have to do with that. Maybe it wasn't imported properly. I'm gonna close this. Gonna add this right here. Then take this. This is tricky. First and foremost, I'm going to close whatever I have here, then paste it again. That might fix our issue because right now I'm not too sure what the issue is. I can imagine what it is. Okay, good. Okay. Oh. Okay. So giving precedence to this is where I put this. Good. Then yep. Does it come in as a model? Yeah, it does come in as a model. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's move it right here. So I'm going to move from the app model and just add it just to the home model. I feel like that would solve our issues that we're currently having. Move from here. I'm going to take this as it is, put it here. Then I'm going to remove all references to it in the app.model. Get rid of this, get rid of this also, and ensure that here. Okay, this looks good. Then let's see. I don't need on the net anymore. Let's go this way, go that way. Then I'll run it all from here. Did it install? Yeah, it did. So I have used this, then I run my Ionic serve. Yeah, so there was an update. So I feel like there was an issue I needed fixing. I think I had the wrong version somewhere. Fingers crossed this is the solution. So it's supposed to load like a page that will ask you for where you have your card, where you can add your card and use the demo version of the app to get things going. So while we're waiting on that, we can just quickly take a look at some of the other SD libraries that it does have. There's the older version of Angular PayStack, if I'm not mistaken. Seems like an older version for Angular JS. And yep, it's an older version. Seeing how it looks, yeah, the old version of Angular JS. We also have the Flutter version, which is something I'll eventually be sharing with some of you later on, or everybody. I mean, with everybody, but at some later time. Looking forward to designing that one too. Quite interesting to see some of what you can do when you're entering cards and connecting the libraries. We also have it on Go, we have it on Rails, we have it. We also have the API for and I'll be applying this to a cloud to a cloud function later on with this same project, so we can also charge people, like think of like an Uber trip kind of thing. Right after the trip, just the charging. Before the trip starts, it checks there's enough um, money in the person's card. Okay, now the project is loading. Let me move it to a more responsive mobile look. And while it's loading, here we have it in an iPhone 7 web phone web. And looking at the console, there's no complaints anymore. Then I hit, oh, it says PayStack reference cannot be empty. So that's a good error. So that means we have an empty reference here, which is telling us we cannot have. So I'll be removing this. Won't be needing, let's see. Let me save that. Where is it defined? So coming back here, just to ensure that I have everything on the right side. So I'm not supposed to define that anymore. Reference is taken in right from over here. Where is that? It's picked from right here. So I had overwritten what I had before, which is why it complained. So now looking at it, I hit my pay stack. I think I should just reload this. Reference cannot be empty. This is my reference right here. Do I still need that? Still on. I feel like I've not fixed it yet. Reference right here. Okay. Okay, I have reference defined on the, yes. Then I have amounts, user email, yes. So I think I have everything needed. Then I can go ahead and let's see reference button. Okay, so over here, pay with PayStack. Good. So good on that side. Then I have currency, which I've not defined as ZAR. Should be all in block letters. So and then reference can be empty. So saving it all, just ensuring that everything is on track. Ref, and hopefully I got it right this time. So this is strange. Should check. No pressure. Uh-huh. Okay, so Since I've installed the library, every other thing should work now. So I'm gonna use user. Oh, okay. Here we go. So there's some like documentation issues that I'm not following, and I'm getting confused. There are like different aspects right here. There's the directive way of doing it, and there's the component way of doing it, and there are several ways of doing it with the component. So hitting the everything should be fine now. Hitting that button, remembering that you have to put your correct version there. Currency not supported. So in order to fix that, I'll head back here. Then I'll add the currency. Remember, I overrode that, so which is why it didn't work. So once I have ZAR in here, everything should be good. So waiting for the app to reload. And on the dashboard, you will see the transaction happening here. So let me just move here. I already have one transaction here. So you see that it is going to be added to the list. There will be a new transaction. I think it should be 12500. And let's see, I select pay with PayStack, payment initialize, cookies, blah, 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 blah. Cookies not authorized, it's making that call to the API, and here we are. So there are several payment methods. There's pay with your card, pay with EFT, and pay with MasterPass. I'll go with pay with card. So the card will already have like some of the different, since we're on the test profile, we say it's 500 Rand, we hit success. You select that, and when you hit pay 500, it goes, makes calls, payment successful, and it sends you back to the previous page. You can see some of what is returned, so you can use some of these parameters to make certain information. Now going back here, refreshing, you'll be able to see a second transaction, which should be 500 with the email and the details and the reference number that was automatically generated through this function. Just give it a minute. Since I'm streaming, so there's a little bit of delay. And there we go. So yeah, so thank you guys for joining me today, and I'm very happy that we're eventually able to fix it, fix it while watching, and I'll be sharing this code with you guys. And it's getting dark here. Games in the dark team automatically activated. That's one of the nice things about Ionic. So thank you very much for joining me, and hope you guys have a good day. I'll be sharing the Git repo of this particular code, and so that you guys can test it out. So just remember to place it, set up your PayStack account, set it up, and put your API keys. And I appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you very much. Bye.